Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. Sorry for a little tardy on the start there. We had a little runway mix-up. I'll explain more in a second. The first plane we're going to get on 8 left here, though, is a Queen. We also have a Queen lit up on the cargo ramp. Can't tell if it's pushed back yet or not. The one coming in is coming in from Sydney. It's a Dash 8 freighter. Still just a little bit too far out to see. Or technically not. Out to SEE, not SEA. I don't see any blue names here, so you guys, guess it's a good morning to run wild, I guess. But hello, Jolly Roger, Ian, Uncle Plane Guy, QB Master, Charlie Bravo's here, Gucci Boomer's here early, CFI on the fly, Centex Rail Productions, hello. Alright, so that Queen on the ramp just turned itself off. I don't know what's going on over there. But we'll figure that out as the morning goes by. As you can tell, it's a little windy this morning. Not that bad though. I mean, it's more gusty than windy. Hello, Alan. Good to see you. So usually, if you guys notice, I put out a schedule. Usually it involves 5 or 6 of the next shows, just to try to give you guys a heads up, and to keep myself motivated. If I say there's going to be a show, usually there's going to be a show. So I want to make sure I don't, if I leave it day to day and just pop up shows, I'll get complacent, and I got to keep myself on pace. So I put a schedule out. Anyway, when I make the schedule, there's a couple things I check. Couple of places I check to make sure that we're going to be in the best location that morning. So if you'll notice, I have a couple shows. One's called Morning at the Reef. That is usually, if you see that usually means we're going to be in the parking lot down there at the other end of the Lagoon Drive. If it's the Arrivals Lounge, that usually means we're going to be right here up at the Mauka end of Lagoon Drive. Saturday shows are a little up in the air. As you know, we can travel in that show. Long story short, one of the things I check is the NOTAMs to make sure that we're not going to be standing next to a closed runway. And, sometimes I forget. And this is one of those times that I apparently forgot, because 8 right is currently closed right now. Yes, he is waiting for the other one to get out of the way so he can go park. So like I said, one of the things I check is the NOTAMs, and so 8 right is currently closed till 8 o'clock. So I drove all the way down there, and something didn't look right. Something wasn't kosher, and so it led me to check the NOTAMs, and it turns out, yes, indeed, it's closed. So I had to come all the way back up here, and that throws my timing off. That's why we were late this morning. I'm going to blame it on Brandon, but it was probably all my fault. So since it's only closed till 8, there is a chance we might have a rare road trip on a weekday show. There's a chance of that. We'll see how good the action is over here this morning. I'm hoping this UPS goes out 8 left. That would make my day. Not this one here, the other one. If this one goes out 8 left, I won't be here to see it. So we'll see what happens closer to 8 o'clock. We have a few planes that are pushing out that'll be out here well before 8 o'clock. We have a couple of Uniteds and a Delta. The 757s from United should go out before 8 o'clock, so hopefully we'll get them right over our head. This guy is going all the way across 4 left. He is ready to go in there. There's also a 320 over there somewhere that I don't know what it is. It came in yesterday. See if we can see it in the shot. Oh, there might be the engine there. You can see the engine around the side of the building. There's a 320 over there somewhere that I believe is on a delivery flight. Oh, I forgot to put the 360 camera. Calvin, it should. If 8 rights close, the only option they have for anything bigger than a Cessna is 8 left. So they don't usually send anything bigger than a Cessna out on the 4s. Let's pull around. That one's about hidden behind the thing. So we're going to pull around and show you this over here. We do have a C5 hanging out over there. One of those is the Delta I was talking about, and one of those is the United. The United's the 757 heading off to LA with the extra X. The Delta is also heading there, but it is a 321. Then you got Fred in the background, along with the MD-11 sticking back there. Ellie, how wide do you want to go? We can go really wide. Let's see. This is super wide. We can go wide on the terminal building over here. Yeah, more the terminal building there. See a little bit of a rainbow over the old tower. Look at that. You guys see the rainbow in the shot there? Legalized Simp the foot is feeling much better. I had a little bit of a limp on Saturday, but by Sunday it was feeling good. The bruise is gone. So that's good. Near, far. How many of you guys remember that? Near, far. Thanks, Jelly Roger. That one in the background is a C5. So the easiest way to tell at a distance, if you don't have a good shot of it, is the C5s have a flat top to their tail, and the C17s have a bump in the middle over the vertical stabilizer. If you can't see much of the body and all you see is the tail. The Mooses have way more windows in the front, too. So there's those two. We should get those right over our head, unless they've. I don't see a tanker, but I could be blind. Sometimes you guys have a better shot at seeing stuff than I do because of how far I am away with my regular eyes. And then your screen is usually bigger than mine. Hello, Bev Jane. Ms. Wolves is here. Hello, Ms. Wolves. And Brandon is here. Look at that. It's like the mod meeting ran long and they all showed up at the same time. Alright, so the first one out over our head is gonna be this one here. This is a 757 from United. Like I said, this one's heading off to LA with the extra X. Bev Jane, my toe is feeling much better, thank you. All right, next one out of there is going to be another 757. This is the one heading off to SFO. There's this one right here. Our very good friend and super mod, member of the world's most dangerous mod crew, celebrating 31 months. Holy cow. Wow, that time flies past. Exactly. Wow. 31 months. Wow. Thank you very much, Ms. Wills. Thanks for everything you do for the channel. Do we have an O'Malley in the house? Hello, O'Malley. I just realized I forgot to turn the ATC on. Give me a second to do that. Hello, Jonathan. How you doing? My good friend Jonathan McD has gifted 1 Reverse Ops membership. Thank you very much. Looks like Ellie for Poker 424 is the recipient of that, so please join me. Oh, it looks like you already have. All right. Thank you very much, Jonathan. So the next one out that's going to come over our head is a Lehue bound 717. That is a Hawaiian. Behind it, we'll have another Hawaiian. That's a Kailua Kona bound. So that's the island of Kauai. You sound like crud this morning, don't you? Yes, you do. Lehue is on the island of Kauai, and Kailua Kona is on the Big Island. If you're interested. Alright, so lights are on. Let's flip over here. Sounds like Zippy is next for arrival. Zippy's there. Got a lot of interference on that this morning. Try that. A little better. Yeah, Zippy's there is just over Eva Beach right now. Eva. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Ah, hello, Jen. Wait, do I have to speak French to talk to Jen this morning? I don't know. Bonjour. Bonjour. I don't know. ATC is acting funky today. I'd like to thank our good friend and mod over on the other channel, Keith PDX. He's got his 2-month membership over there. If you don't know, we have a separate channel running right now. HNL Ops, that's our companion channel. It is running a 360 camera right over my head. I've dropped a link in the chat. You can go check that out. It's set on 360 BTS today because I forgot to raise it over my head. But Keith PDX is our mod over there, and he is celebrating 2 months. So since he's celebrating 2 months over there, that means we do have channel memberships over there. Channel memberships over there are 100% to pay for the internet for that channel. So if you can, if you have the means, I would appreciate your help. Hello, Eham. Good to see you. I'm going to have to turn the ATC off. It's horrible today. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's cool, Centex. I've never seen that one here. I've seen it at LAX a couple times. I caught it live in a show on LAX once. Mark, yes, that is a 787. It's the shorty one, though. It's a, I believe it's an 8. Yes, it's an 8. Shorty! Shorty! All right, 380s are relatively early today. And when we should be back. What is today? The 14th. We should be back to 2 380s a day, 7 days a week, starting on the 17th. The last day for the single is the 16th. So starting on the 17th, we'll be back to 2 a day. So 2 of the 3 will be here every day. If you don't know, we get the A&A A380s, the Flying Honus, the turtle liveries. Normally they're in here 2 a day. They rotate between the 3 planes. This is the only place they come. But they've had them in China for maintenance the last couple of weeks, or last several weeks. And so they've been 3 days a week. They've been 2, and the rest of the time they've been a single. The 16th will be the last day for that. So after the 16th, we get 2 a day every day. They have pushed the time back a little now, though. I don't know if you guys have noticed. A lot of these planes from Japan and Korea, they pushed them back by another half an hour, which is kind of annoying. These Honos used to come in right at 8 and 9, and then it was 8:15 and 9:15. Then it was 8:30 and 9. And now it's 8:45 and 9:45. So as long as they're on time or early, we'll still see them. But it's if they're late, that second one's late, we might not see it. My button panel just went kaplooey. Why did it go kaplooey? Ah, there we go. A new version of Stream Deck's available. Remind me later. Hello, H. Dot. Good to see you. But as Ian said in the chat, they'll be here at about 8:18 and 9:16. So maybe we'll wait for the first one. We'll see if the runway opens up first of all. But maybe we'll wait for the first one over here and then move down to the other runway. We'll see. I'm flexible. $9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm flexible. You know. So good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great, I believe it's Tuesday. I hope it's Tuesday. Having a great Tuesday morning. If you don't know who I am, where I'm at, or what the heck's the deal with my hair, I can answer 2 of those questions right now. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're at Aviation Live Stream and Stupidity Channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It is conveniently located right over here. We're one of the few airport streams that does a stream at the airport. This makes it so much easier. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu, the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean. We usually do 3 shows a week here, but heck, I don't know anymore. Just last week was 4. The week before that was 2. So who knows anymore? I keep saying that because it sounds cool, but who knows how many we're going to do. I have 3 scheduled this week, but with RIMPAC, who knows? If you don't know what RIMPAC is, it's short for Rim of the Pacific. It is a every other year military exercise. It's the world's largest maritime multination, multiforce exercise. We're right in the middle of it. So we have about 40 ships out somewhere in the Pacific doing really cool things. We have some planes here that have been part of RIMPAC. I don't know. We had some 35s here last week. I don't know if they're gone. But we have others coming and others leaving, and it's just it's too much to keep track of, really, honestly. So we're just gonna kind of sit out here and play old school plane spotter and see what comes out, because something cool will eventually come out. It always does here in Honolulu. If we don't get any military, we'll have plenty of 747s and 8380s and to keep us company. But hang out with us. It'll be a lot of fun. If you haven't noticed, I subtly put the information for the Kickstarter up on the screen. So if you haven't taken advantage of it yet, we're 35% funded now, which is great, but we got to get to 100% to get these shows in. It's an all or nothing deal. So if you don't know, we're going to Italy to stream from Venice and Rome, and to help out with that, I've launched a Kickstarter. So you can find the link there on the bottom right side of your screen. That's a QR code. It'll take you to reverseops.com/Kickstarter, where you can peruse the Kickstarter and see if it's up, see if it's something you'd like to participate in. The goal is to make it so I don't lose a ton of money streaming from Italy. So please help me out. If you do pledge, it's kind of like PBS. You'll get a reward for pledging. So head on over there and see what the rewards are. There's some really cool ones, I personally think. There's stickers and luggage tags and coffee mugs and T-shirts, both men's and women's cut. You got a can koozie there. All different levels of support, all different levels of things. But please, if you can, don't spend your rent money on it. But if you can, I would appreciate your support, and we'll be able to do some streaming from Italy. The next one going to come out here is another 717. Is heading off to Maui. That'll be a theme today. We'll see a lot of planes going off to Maui. I think Maui has the most flights per day from here. But the second in passenger volume to LA with the extra X. I think that's correct. It was correct at one time. I don't update my trivial facts. So at one time that was correct. Fairy mod mother. Oh my gosh. Nice. We have wingtip lights. That means it's probably going to start rolling here in a second. In fact, it already has. Truck. A little twofer shot there. Randy, they're starting. I saw that they were starting construction on the first building on Front Street. Front Street? I think it's Front Street. The one that runs along the water. There's a couple houses that are starting to go up already, have permits, so it's gonna be a slow process. But they're starting. Ooh, the Moana livery is taxiing. Oh, there it is, yeah. All right, so we'll get that one after the next 717 that's departing. Oh, this one just came in, sorry. We're waiting, and we'll wait over here for it to come out from around this corner. There's going to be a 321 coming around this corner here. In fact, there it is right there. This is the live action Moana livery. So there's a new movie came out this weekend. It's the live action version of the Moana Disney movie. This is the rather new livery for it. It's only a couple of weeks old. They also have a 330 painted with the same stickers, similar stickers, and they're supposed to have a 321 as well. I mean, a 717 as well, but I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, nice. See him? Brandon, no, I have not seen the movie. What about me would make you think I would go see Moana? Now, Mrs. Reverse Ops, on the other hand, she was there on Sunday. Her and her friend went and watched it on Sunday. She gave it 2 thumbs up. Eham, I don't know exactly why, but it looked like they were doing some maintenance on the taxiway Romeo 1 and 2. So I don't know if they're exactly doing work on 8 right, but the stuff that goes to 8 right, if that makes sense. Next one in is a FedEx triple, so but it was kind of hard to tell. I was, at the parking lot, so it's kind of hard to see the far end. Don't they limit you on how many times you can change your name? Island Aviation, I think I changed it over the week, maybe Friday. So I changed the banner on my main YouTube page to a photo I took of a U-2 landing on 4 right a couple of years ago. All right, next one going out will be that Moana livery. You and me both, CFI on the fly. I haven't seen one here in a while. They're all stuck over at Fairford or something. Yeah, Ian, that's words to live by. Randy, there's a couple ways you can do the jewels thing. There's also super chats or super stickers that are down at the bottom of the chat. You can also become a channel member. There's a join button underneath the video somewhere where you can become a channel member, and that gets you some benefits like using the emojis and members-only streams and stuff like that. I also have a PayPal link somewhere in the description. But thank you for the inquiry. UPS is still lit up, but it's not pushed back yet. We can see the tails over here. From this side, we can actually see the tail. There's still 2 of them there. One of them is the one we saw come in earlier, and one of them is the one leaving. But I wonder if it's waiting for the other runway to open up. I wonder. Ah, you're stuck at Rainbow Bev's for 2 weeks. Oh no. Serafino Burton, welcome back. It says new member, but I know you've been here before, so thank you for returning to the 717 Inter Island Traveler level. You get you back in those non-reclining seats, but they are a nice, lovely 3-2 configuration, so I like that. But we'll get Brandon to bring you some. Well, Brandon's driving. Let's get Bev. Bev can bring you some Pog juice. But thank you very much. Watch it. I think Bev might have spiked the Pog juice. All right, we have a 717 coming in from Maui, and waiting on that one is an Aloha Air Cargo at the other end. That is heading off to Kailua Kona. They'll both be down this way somewhere. There's the 717. There's the Aloha Air Cargo coming in from the right there. That'll be our next departure. The Aloha Air Cargos are all usually they're 737 300s or 400s. I believe this one is a 300. Yes, it is. Nice 31-year-old 737 300. Jolly Roger, no, we haven't seen any fighters yet today. But day ain't over yet. I don't know what it is. The last 2 nights, I slept all the way through the night. Didn't get up once, didn't toss, didn't turn. But both nights I feel less rested than normal. Oh, sorry, I must have missed something. Are those going in or out, Eham? Are those the ones coming here? Going... Oh, okay. Hornet's going out at 9 a.m. Okay. 9 a.m. Okay. We should be... So just so you know, guys know, unless, you know, the Concorde comes out or something, the plan is to stay on this end until the first A380 gets here. By that time, the other runway should be well open. And we will make our way down to the other runway for the last hour of the show or so, hour and a half of the show. So if any fighters come out, we should see them one way or the other. We do have a C-17 that is down there somewhere. Let's see if we can see it. Let's see if we can see that C-17 down at the other end. I don't see it quite yet. It is lit up down there somewhere. Speaking of mooses and C-17s and all that, do you guys remember my video several months ago of we were down here at this end and we had 3 C-17s land in a row, and they were all at minimal distance, so one was turning off the runway the second the other one touched down. That video for me went very, as the kids say, viral. It got 600,000 views over the first month and a half or so. It was up, and then it kind of flattened out and was getting maybe, you know, couple hundred views a month. Something happened over the last weekend where that video took off again. It has almost 50,000 views in just the last weekend. I don't know what happened. It was rediscovered by the algorithm, they say, and so now it has almost 670,000 views, I think. Crazy. Yeah, it has almost 50,000 views in the last like 5 days or 6 days, and it's up to 688,000 total views. I don't know what happened. If you go to my page and then click on the videos tab and scroll down, I don't know how many down you'll have to scroll down, but it's not too far down on the videos page. Yeah, so if you go to my channel and then click on videos, it's probably about 10 or 12 down. It's called 3 C-17s arrived back to back to back. I just dropped a link to it in the chat. That is a link directly to the video. Yeah, maybe, Mike. That's a. I didn't even think about that. Maybe people were searching air shows, and with all the crazy air shows they had in New York and DC, maybe people were just searching that type of stuff, and it got caught up in the algorithm. There's a Virgin America flight down at the other end. That is heading off to Seattle. It's waiting on a Sky Courier to come in. That is a FedEx Sky Courier. There's the Sky Courier to the left of the shot there. QB Master, yes, the DC-10 that's been in here. In fact, it has been here a couple times in the last few days. It is a tanker that belongs to Omega Air Refueling. I think is their name. Omega something. I think it's Omega Air Refueling. They have a couple cool planes. They have the DC-10, and they also have a 707 refueler that's been here a couple times. But the cool thing about the Omega one is because it is a non-military flight, but it's being contracted by the military. They show up in jet tip. So if you see that showing up at an airport, it might be dragging fighters. It is, it's getting very gray behind me. I was promised no rain today by AccuWeather, and it's getting very gray behind me. If you're on the 360 camera, look towards the mountains. It is getting very gray up there. Not good. Not good. Well, in just about 20 minutes, we'll be moving down further from the mountains, so hopefully... There's the moose right there. That hopefully, I'm wondering if these are waiting till that runway opens. I hope not. Yeah, I read a story about that legalized shrimp. They're replacing him with Dan Cook. You guys remember Dan Cook? He used to be at the same station 10 years ago. All right. My guess is they wanna go out on 8 right, and they're waiting because they're coming down to that 45-degree cutover. That's my guess. That's my guess. Is this one, and that one might be waiting to go down to 8 right. Do 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 do. I was really hoping the C-17 would go right over our head. What a bummer. What a bummer. There's another Sky Courier coming in. It's another FedEx Sky Courier. I tell you what, FedEx has really made a big investment in Honolulu recently. They brought in a bunch of these Sky Couriers. They took over Hilo Hattie building. Now they have a substation on Nimitz. They're bringing in the 757s. They're really making a big push for Honolulu and Hawaii in particular. 17 minutes out. Okay, thanks, Kiwi Master. Yeah, it looks like that. 8 right is officially open. They're sending the Virgin America flight down there. And they'll probably send that probably going to send that C-17 down there too. Yep. All right, they're going to head down there. We're going to hang out on this side, though. We'll move down to 8 right here in a bit, but we're going to hang out here for the first A380 to come in. We'll watch the first A380 land, and then we'll move down to the other end. So Kim, it's my subtle protest. So I don't know if you heard. I don't know how familiar you are with the Alaska-Hawaii merger. Well, when they merged. Well, they didn't really merge. They were Hawaiian was taken over by Alaska, and when they did that, they moved under one operating license. So if you listen to the ATC or watch the apps, all the Hawaiian planes now are referred to as Alaska planes, no matter what the livery says. They all are required by the FAA to say Alaska. They all have to have an Alaska flight number. Well, I find that pretty crappy. So in my subtle protest, in my keep the Pualani little protest, I refer to them as Virgin America flights, all the Alaska ones, as a Virgin America flights, because Virgin America at one time was taken over by Alaska, and they went away. They just completely folded the airline and sucked up all the assets. So it's my little subtle protest. So what's QB Master? What's stupid? I don't like giving a big speech and then looking, and then the first comment I see is that's stupid. Am I stupid? Probably, but it's my opinion. Hello, Joshua. I don't know if it's the first one in a weekday stream. We might have done this once before, but it's very rare that we do a road trip in a weekday stream. Just because there's really not enough time. But we are going to do it in about, let's see, how far is the A380 out? The A380 is 10 minutes out. So as soon as it gets to its little home, we are gonna book it down to the other end. Is that Ian? Sorry, sometimes when YouTube squishes the names all together, I kind of lose it, but I think it's Ian. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, QB Master. Sorry. It's a little weird to talk and then look down and the first comment you see is, that's stupid. Well, it's their airline now. They can do whatever the heck they want. But it goes against my whole thing is it goes against a lot of the things they said when they first had the takeover discussions. They said it was going to be two separate airlines with a common management structure. Well, it's not really two separate airlines if you call them all the same thing. They did just recently, in a couple of interviews, the COO of Alaska has said that his goal is to have every flight to or from Hawaii be a Hawaiian livery plane, which is shocking to me that he says that he would. That means they would pull all the Alaska planes out of here. So I don't understand. I mean, it's a good gesture, I think, but I don't see how they would let him do that. But that's just me. I don't know. Nobody asked me. You taking off, Fritz? We'll see you later. So aforementioned, yeah, they must have been holding a lot of these flights for that runway to open up because it is suddenly very busy. Next one out should be that C-17. Our good friend Eham, road trip support for Patrick, please join. Thank you very much, Eham, for the €5 super chat. Boy, it is dumping rain on the other side of the airport. Holy cow. I might have to move. Okay, good thing the wind's coming from behind me. Okay. The moose is moving, but I'm going to show you this. Look at this. It's dumping rain over there. Thanks again, EM. I really appreciate it. Hello, Josh. Our good friend Josh Aldridge is here. Member of the world's most dangerous mod crew. Well, okay. Let's get Josh some ice cream. I think that's deserving of 31 months, 31 flavors. Might have to do that at lunch today. I heard a rumor that my job might have ice cream after work today. I mean, after lunch today. I heard a rumor. I didn't know we were celebrating Josh at my work. But thank you. Thank you both. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, we're good. But thanks, Eham. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. Ooh, look at that. Ugh. Ugh. All right, well, we got a couple of small planes coming in and out. I'm gonna make sure we're ready to go on the road trip so we can get out of here kind of quickly in case the rain starts. Give me a second. Okay, so everything's tightened down. I just got to move my phone when it's ready to go. Next one out is heading off to LA with the Extra X. It's Hawaiian Flight 10. The next one out of there is Hawaiian Flight 6. I can see the A380 now, though, so we'll see how fast that one gets moving. The rain seems to be hanging out on the other side of the airport, which is good news. All right. Hawaiian Flight 6 is moving. We'll get it going through the trees, and then we'll flip over to the A380. That should be close enough by then. Boy, it has gotten much cooler in the last 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, I'll tell you that. Oops. Hey. Oh, hey, how's it going?
We got you breakfast.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, Cocoa Puffs. Oh, my favorite.
I see
Yes, many times.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
We actually drove past you. I'm sorry, I don't want to get in your show.
No, it's okay. We're actually going to move down to the other end because when we got here this morning, that runway was closed. So we were waiting for the A380 to arrive, and then we're going to move down there and hopefully catch some fighters down there.
Okay. Yeah, we went down there first, and I thought, I don't see him.
Yeah. Calhoun, right? Yeah, we got Rodney Calhoun from the chat. If you guys seen him chat many times, he's here at the truck. If you guys mind being on camera?
No.
Let's see. We'll switch the. There we go. Everybody say hi. They brought me some Cocoa Puffs. So we're gonna head down to the other end. If you guys want to go down there, or if you guys got places to go, I don't want to hold you up.
I just wanted to drop by and say, I don't want to
Yeah.
get in the middle of your show.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to give you some stickers. Make sure I don't forget that.
I was going to tell you, Toyota's putting out a truck in the U.S. market exactly like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to upgrade.
Thank you. Carol, by the way.
Carol, it's good to meet you.
She's put up with me for
35 years.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and thanks for being a loyal viewer. I really.
Oh, yeah. It's awkward to entertain somebody and do a show at the same time, I guess.
Yeah. It's sometimes it's a little weird. Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be online next week sometime.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll be around.
Okay, cool. See you, buddy.
Thank you. It was good meeting you.
Getting him out of my hair.
Yeah, you too. Okay, we're gonna head down to the other side now, and hopefully, thanks again, Rodney, for stopping by. You guys know him from the chat. He's been a long-time viewer, chatter. I think my chat just died. Did my chat just died, or everybody get really quiet? All right, we'll figure out the chat later. As long as you guys can hear me. We're gonna head down. We'll do a road trip down to the other side, and hopefully everything stays on. I think I have everything locked down. And when we get down there, I will have a Cocoa Puff. Because Rodney brought me some Cocoa Puffs. All right, you guys ready? Let's do this. All right, if you haven't now's a good time to check out the 360 camera. It gives you a really good perspective of what we're going to do. So we're going to lock this down. Go out a little bit. Go out a little bit. We're going to lock this camera down and go to a 2-shot with the other. Let's make sure that's tight. Okay, we're gonna go to a 2-shot, I think. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna keep this on here, but we're also gonna have the 360 camera going, so make sure you check out that. And I'll be narrating. I think I have the wireless mic set up today, so. Ready? And away we go. There's a bright rainbow over the terminal building. So if you're not familiar, you've never done one of these road trips with us, we're heading down Lagoon Drive to the General Aviation parking lot, where we do our shows from most of the time. So on our right here, coming up past Life Flight here, is the Magnum helicopters. We see those in the show quite a bit. Those are the ones painted like the ones from Magnum PI. So if you look to the right, you might see one on the 360 camera. There's also, if you look, this is the old, they're getting ready to ship this one to the mainland right there. They are disassembling it because it's too big to fit on a boat. So they're disassembling it, but the plan is, I hear, originally I heard it was going to a museum, but I just saw on Instagram the other day that they're actually going to try to get it airworthy again. So they're going to take it to the mainland and try to restore it to get it airworthy again. A couple of these buildings to our right are more tour helicopters. This is the FedEx Sky Courier home. I'll give you a, they have a 7.4 parked up close today, so we're going to do around here, just do a little zip down here, and we'll show you guys up close 747 shot. Hopefully there's not a lot of containers in the way. Let's see, up to the left there. No, now it looks like there's too many containers in the way today, but you get the drift. Hopefully on the 360 camera you can see over the containers. This is the UPS thing. UPS headquarters. So if you look to the right on the 360 camera, you can see the memorial to Flight 2976. I don't know if you could see that. I don't know if I pulled up too far, but let's back up a little bit. You might be able to see a little better. Yeah, you can see on the fence there, you see the sign. That flight was on its way here when it crashed. Then up here on the right we'll have FedEx and Asia Pacific. They're both big cargo things. And then if you're looking to the right past this, the green trimmed building is where they do all the food preparation for the flights. And then the big building to our right is the United hangar. It used to be the Continental hangar before the merger. older plane here that's they use for training fire departments here. On the right, sometimes they'll have the fire departments out there practicing on it. And on the right here, we have a couple of the academies. They have Pacific Flight and then George's Aviation. They're both places you can learn to fly. There's Pacific Flight Academy. And now we're down to the I hope we didn't lose the internet. Hopefully I'm not talking to myself. And hopefully we can get a parking space. Oh, look at that. My parking space is open. Look at that. All right. It's like they were waiting for me. Look at that. All right. Well, I don't think I haven't heard any mods saying we're down, so that's good.
Time to move. It's like nothing going on at all.
Yeah, this runway was closed this morning.
Oh, okay.
Till 8, so we stayed up there to watch the A380 land on that side.
Yeah, I feel like I've been parked up here. I haven't seen anything.
Well, there was some
There's a line of Southwest,
and then a couple of Hawaiians. Yeah. No military. Well, they had a C-17. Did you catch that?
Yeah, the C-17. But even just normal planes since then, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think they're just waiting for the kind of the rain to pass by, a weather kind of?
Nah, they wouldn't do that. I don't think, unless it was a severe thunder. That's just a drizzle.
That's just a little, yeah.
Yeah. I think they were backed up because that runway was closed.
And then they all just kind of took off. So.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Everything seems to be in order. Let's go back here. Let's see if we're actually on the air. Yeah. Yeah. We're still on the air.
It's the third time in like the past couple weeks where the second I leave, you know, the plane I was waiting for freaking takes off. You know?
That happens to me all the time.
But it's been like 2 times in the past. It happened yesterday and last week where literally within 5 minutes of me driving down there, it freaking takes off. Too impatient.
All right, looks like we're still live on both channels. That's good. Okay, let's get back to the, move this thing around. Hello. Unlock this. Unlock this. Back to, take this off. I don't think anything fell off. That's good. All right. You know what that means, though, right? Look at this. Look at this. And we can see the. My good friend Rodney brought me some pastries. Oh. I'm gonna wait till the camera's not on me to eat those because I'll look like a pig. But thanks again, Ronnie, if you're listening. Okay. Last thing we have to do is double check the alignment of the thing because we moved a little bit. Gotta get this all level. There's a bubble level in there somewhere. I think we're all level now. Yeah, I was watching on Flight Radar, and we weren't going to miss anything, so I decided to take a little bit of a detour to see if we could see the 747. Unfortunately, the cargo containers were all in the way, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. As I say all the time, you can't have everything, because where would you put it? Oh, you're quite welcome, Serafino. Naughty? I'm not being naughty. If she's nice, maybe I'll bring one home to split with her. Because there's 3 in there. I can't eat 3 this morning. Oh my God. I'll have to... Yeah, Ehim, I think the record was when, wasn't that we were trying to beat a plane down here? We were trying to beat, I think we were maybe trying to beat a C-17 down here. A little bit of a rainbow there. Oh, good, Ian. Yeah, Jay, maybe next time we'll do that one. There's a couple other streets. There's even one that you can sneak up and get right on the apron. Sometimes when they're doing a lot of landings on 4 right, I'll sneak over there. It's the last one with the cul-de-sac type loop. So our good friend Jay, HNL, is in the chat. He's a local plane spotter. He's got a channel as well where he does some short videos of planes leaving here. So if you want to go give him a sub, that would be great. I think I caught him. If you watch that, if you watch the video I posted, where are you? There you are. If you watch the video I posted of the Queens the other day, I think I caught J-HNL's head in the shot. Hello, Gabriel. I don't know if I said hi to you. I saw you say hi to me earlier, and I was thinking about something, and I don't know if I ever said hi back, so hello. Yeah, Gabriel. Last RIMPAC, I said the same thing, that I need to make it over to K-Bay, and I never did. It's because work gets in the way. It's hard to get over there in the morning and still get back here in time. And I keep saying, oh, maybe I'll take an afternoon off, and I'm never able to. I don't got nothing for you. I got nothing for you, O'Malley Cat. You're looking for the wrong dude. No, you're looking for the wrong dude. I got nothing for you. Oh, thanks, Rainbow Bevs. We got a rainbow. Look at that. A rainbow just for you, Rainbow Bev. Look at that. Pardon me. Hello, Jen. Oh, I came all the way down here and the VX9's canceled. Ah, it's okay. We'll survive. We'll improvise. We'll adapt. We'll overcome. So now that we get down here, everything just kind of goes quiet. Look at this. Come on, we need some planes down here. We had a whole ton a minute ago. That second Queen has lit up, though. That's the one heading off to Sydney. It has a time now of 8:52, so maybe it wasn't waiting, but we should get that in the show today as long as it leaves on time. Next one on the other side is a 3:30. It's coming in from Tokyo. It's a Hawaiian 3:30. Nick, that is not my Kuleana. Sorry, I don't. There's plenty of people who watch after that cat. I don't need to do it. I know of at least 3 people who feed that cat, and I'm only here in the mornings. And I believe the cat has been neutered because it has a tick in its ear. I've heard that's the symbol. So I think the cat's being well taken care of. Sweet fighters. Flight of 2. Hey, 2 is better than none. I will take 2 over none any day. Pardon me. Jeez. Hello, Jane. How you been? Yeah, that cat eats better than I do. That's a joke, Mrs. Reverse Ops. I was being funny. I can't make that. I shouldn't have made that joke today because she made me my favorite dish last night. And I can't tell you the name of the dish because if I tell you the name of the dish, Rainbow Bevs will give me endless crap about it. All right. I'm gonna munch on one of these pastries here. Oh, Ian, 150 miles due south. Yeah, I saw a couple planes hovering down there yesterday. The Hawker Hunter went down there yesterday, and a P8, and then I saw a Hawkeye, not a Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye down there on the app yesterday. It's still very odd. It's still very odd that I was standing on the flight deck of the Theodore Roosevelt just over a week ago. Like a week ago yesterday, I was standing on the flight deck. It's surreal still to think about. Okay, Miss Polynesian Adventures, get it out of the way. So if you didn't hear the story, I was invited to do some media tours of some ships last weekend. The RIMPAC CJIB invited me to tour 6 ships. We saw 2 of the Philippine Navy, one of the Philippine Navy, one of the Philippine Coast Guard. We got to tour those, and then we did is it HMAS Sydney from the Australian Navy. And then we were on a Chilean destroyer, or was it a destroyer? Anyway, frigate. Anyway, I'm not a Navy guy. But, and then we were on the USS Essex, which is a LHD. LHD? It's too early in the morning for acronyms. It's a landing craft with a flat deck for Ospreys and helicopters. And then we were on the USS Theodore Roosevelt, which is a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, the big boy. It was a wonderful 2 days. We had such a good time. I'll give another shout out to the RIMPAC 2026 Combined Joint Information Bureau. They took really good care of me. made it a very memorable couple of days. So I have some pictures I'll be sharing of that later on in the week. I've got the first batch edited of day 1, and then I'll edit the second batch of day 2, and we'll see if I do a video. I took a bunch of video as well. We'll see if I get those out, because you know, I'm a little slacker sometimes. Not really a slacker. I just get busy. And most of the videos I put out are just quick little clips of the live streams, or if I get down here and shoot a plane that's not necessarily in a live stream, I will there it is, way over there. We're gonna have a lot of shark tail, but I take a lot of video, and to make that into a story, it's gonna take a while. Dun it. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. Hello, Mason. Good to see you. Hope you're having a very wonderful day. Eight fighters, all right. Hey, Ron's in the house. Hello, Ron. I don't know, Ron, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I used your picture of us as one of my stories yesterday. We have a 717 also going down Juliet. We'll see which one goes out first. I would imagine the 717 will beat it over there, because this one's going to have to stop here for a second at the hold short line. Oh, that's awesome, Brandon. Thanks, Mason. Yeah, what Brandon's talking about is his wife is going through some hard medical times, and they've set up a GoFundMe so Brandon can, so the two of them could worry about less stuff and worry more about and focus more on healing and. So they have a GoFundMe set up. And Brandon, if you want to drop that link in the chat, I don't have it handy, but if you want to drop the link in the chat, feel free. And if you'd like to support our good friend Brandon and his family. If not, I will find it and post it on my Facebook later today. Tally, I don't know. That's an interesting question. Usually once they leave here, I kind of lose track of them, though. So I don't actually know. All right, we're about 20. Well, we're way close. It's sped up. The second A380 of the day has just about to go over Colina, so we're less than 5 minutes from that one. And then we have the DHL 777 about to go over our head. See if I can see that up in the sky. I think it's above a cloud right now, though. Because I do not see it. I hear it. Ah, there's the GoFundMe link in the chat. It should be. I think it's above the cloud. Let's see. It's gonna. Once it gets a little further, it might be visible. Ah, there it is. It's behind the. There it is. Another cloud. All right. Tried. I tried. Ooh. I got the van out today. Trying to get someone to join. When they bring the van out, it's either family or who get to go and watch their relative, or they're trying to convince people to join the Air Guard. And there might be other reasons, but that's the two reasons I know of when the van comes out. They're trying to get people to join the Air Guard, so they bring them out there. So if they so that's good. Sometimes that's good news. If they have family or someone they're trying to persuade, sometimes you get a little bit of a show. Not all the time. All right. The good news is there is this is usually never good news, but usually there's a sky courier coming up from the south. That's usually not the greatest of news. I understand. But I think that's going to cause the Queen to hold for a minute. And that'll give us time to see the A380 land. That's good. That's why it's good news. Okay, let's go over here. Super zoom it. No, no. I think it's the guy over there's. I think it's his ladder. Yeah, I think it's either his ladder or yeah. Yeah, oh, I don't know whose it is then. So I met that guy last week, and he doesn't seem to remember me. Oh well. Not that I care. How did you accidentally fling your phone, QB Master? All right, we have a 717 coming up from the south that's coming in from Maui. That's going to come in on the crossing runway. And that DHL we tried to see overhead is second for arrival on the other runway. Alright, I see our first fighter of the day. There's 1, 2, 3. That's all I see for now. Oh no, there's 4. We want to sneak out. There's 4 down there. You know, they are stealthy. What if my ATC is working better down here? You're gonna kill yourself, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. I see more coming down. I see at least one more coming down Juliet as soon as it gets around. Oh, there's another. Two more. There's another F-22, another F-22. So I think we're up to 6 F-22s down there right now. 7 F-22s down there right now. There's, let this guy go out first, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh, you stood up, dude. You're gonna break your neck on. He's standing on a trash can. He's gonna break his neck. So what's going to happen, he's going to fall off that trash can. And he's going to sue the airport. And then they'll close this area down to spotters. That's what I freaking hate about people. They don't think about their actions. They just want their perfect shot. And I understand you wanting your perfect shot, but be reasonable about it. There's 5 still left on the ground. anybody from the Air Guard is listening, I would give my left arm to be in that van today, or any day. Wow, we got 354 likes already. Thanks, everybody. We have another queen lit up. This is the one going to Hong Kong. Scheduled for right now, so we should be seeing that in a few minutes. We have we just missed it. Japan Airlines coming in on the other side, and we have 717 coming out here. That'll be our next departure on this side. It's heading off to Lehue. Hello, Pilot Mike. Good to see you. Hi. I guess I'm being trumped by soccer. I'll see you guys later. But if you want to hang out, maybe dual screen it with me, you know, I'll be here for another 25 minutes. Nothing important happens the first half of the game anyway. Just hang out. Everybody's bailing for soccer. Oh my gosh. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out if you're going to watch soccer. Hey, no problem. I understand. Soccer was here before me, so. I haven't watched 1 minute of the World Cup yet. Even the U.S. games. I feel about soccer like some of you feel about American football, so. I liked playing it when I was a kid. Like I played on some really good teams, like under 15 teams. I played on some really good teams. I wasn't like the best, but I played on some really good teams when I was a kid. I was on a team. And we were the first team in Texas to win 3 city championships in a row. I usually played right back, but I did have a goal. I had a couple goals we played indoor soccer too. I had a couple goals in indoor soccer. I was better at indoor soccer. Exactly, Kelvin. But, I don't know, it's just... It seems like every game you see some guy who gets barely touched and he flops around like he got shot. And it's just, you know, you see that, you don't see that in a lot of other sports. Like I saw one right back in the changing room. Like I saw a clip yesterday. It wasn't from this World Cup because I've seen the clip before, where a guy tries to kick at a ball that's clearly over his head, and he kicks a guy straight in the face. And then when one of the other person's teammates comes and yells at him, just yells at him, he flops backwards like he got shot and is grabbing his face. And then you can see him looking around his hands, trying to see if the ref noticed him. It's just stuff like that, just completely throws it off for me, and I can't do it. I think I hear that Queen firing up. Come on. There goes the van and the truck. Next one out is United. It's heading off to SFO. It is a max. Oh, it's not a max today. It's just an 800. Yeah, I'm a big fan, Big Johnson, of hockey. I really like watching hockey. Unfortunately, I don't get to watch as much of it out here. It's hard to watch sports out in Hawaii because of the time zones. We get a lot of the Like, I'm a big fan of the Dallas Stars, and their games, along with the Ranger games, the Texas Rangers baseball, are on at like 2 in the afternoon usually. So right in the middle of my workday. Occasionally I'm able to put them on at work, but not as often as I would like. Yeah, Mike, I can't watch Pilot Mike. I can't watch sports on replay, and unless there's 100% chance I don't know the score. Once I know the score, it's all over. I can't do it anymore. What 1.5 megabyte on the Surface Box? Where are you? No. No. What are you doing? Oh, that. Oh, that. Okay. Okay. Project, is that Project Hail Mary? Yeah, we had, I think we had 8 F-22s. I think it was 8. They weren't that long ago if you want to back it up just a little bit. We had a C-17 right about 8 o'clock. So thanks everybody for hanging out today. We're almost done. We got a few minutes left. We're gonna watch this queen take off, and then I'm gonna roll the credits, and then we'll just hang out and see what it actually is our Hana Ho plane of the day, because we've got a couple minutes here, and I don't want to end it quite with the queen. So we'll see if anything else moseys its way down here. We can call the Hana Ho plane of the day. But thanks everyone for being here. Don't forget about our Kickstarter. One of these days I'll learn how to point the right direction. Our Kickstarter, follow that link there or the QR code to head on over and check that out. We're going to Italy next month and could really use your help. We're going to be streaming from Venice and Rome. So if you'd like to support, head on over and check out that Kickstarter. There are rewards for donating. So if you donate $100, you get a reward of a t-shirt, things like that. There are other higher level ones too. You can get personally signed memorabilia from Reverse Ops, or you can get a pizza peel. Lots of cool stuff over there. Please, if you have time, check it out. If that's not your bag, we also have channel memberships available here on YouTube, or a PayPal link somewhere if you'd like to support that way. Or you could just do the ever-famous Super Chat. I always like those. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. Like I said, we got a few minutes left. And we're going to, after we watch this queen, we'll run the credits. And then we'll just hang out for a few minutes and see what the ATC brings us. Oh, speaking of bison upper, did you see that video going around yesterday of the guy getting thrown like 8 or 10 feet in the air by a bison? That guy didn't know the thumb rule. Do you guys know the thumb rule? When you're dealing with when you're dealing with big animals like that, you have the thumb rule. So if you take your thumb, like a thumbs up, you take your thumb like a thumbs up and you hold your arm out in front of you, arm's length. If what you see is completely covered up by your thumb, then you're a safe distance away. If you could see any of that, animal, you're too close to that animal. So just remember, if next time you're in a national park or whatever, you see a nice cute little bear, stay distance. Stay your distance. You know, it's like Serafino, it's like everywhere else. People just think when they go on vacation, they're going to Disneyland, and they don't understand that, you know, sometimes you go It's a wild, wild animal, not a Disneyland animal. Same thing with here. People go in the water and they think they're going in a pool down by the at their local YMCA. So there's a lot of people who drowned here needlessly because they think going snorkeling in the ocean is the same as wading in their local community pool, and it just doesn't work that way. Boy, this queen's taking enough time where I probably could have ran the credits before the queen. Serafina, everybody's just doing it for the gram. Yeah, my Mrs. Reverse Ops is from Colorado, very close to Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park, up in that area. And they always have a problem with that up there. They have a lot of elk and moose. And people get too close for a selfie. I'd like to thank my 787 Hano level travelers, Perth Mark, Ken Smith, Rich F., and Frank Schoenstein. Huge support from those four guys. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank the 330 international level travelers, Fred, Ron, Martin, Robbie, Will, Ken, Jane, Scott, Maui Dave, OSU WSP, Adam, Straw Hat, Jonathan, Gabriel, Sydney, Flyer KG, Daniel, Richard, Sarah, and Heavy Sync. Thank you all very much. You guys are huge supporters of the channel. I couldn't do it without you. We also have the 321s and the 717 level members. Thank you all for taking a little bit of your hard-earned cash and helping me out to be able to bring this all to you. You guys are rock stars. All right, next one out is a Southwest. It's a Max 8 heading off to Lehue. We have a Japan Air coming in. That is a Dreamliner. We haven't shown any Japan Airs today, so maybe we'll take that instead of the Southwest. Come back to the Japan Air in just a second. It's still a little ways out. We'll get this a little bit of the Southwest first, and then we'll go back to Japan. Unfortunately, while I'm running the credits, I can't switch to Super Zoom. No. It's okay. We'll be okay. We'll all survive. So my apologies to whoever has all X's there. It seems my encoder does not like your the font that you use. I believe you're using one of those weird bold fonts. I'll have to go fix that for the next time, but I do apologize for that. I'd like to thank the world's most dangerous mod crew, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney at 34 left, Josh Aldrich, O'Malley Duck, Jane Chu, Alan Burden, Kirsten Mills. I'll get that right one of these decades. Brandon Rabbit, and our mod over on the HNL ops side, Keith PDX. And a huge shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops, who's hopefully been able to listen from work today. Thank you to all of you. Big mahalos to everyone. Hey. Hi. We need a now we just need a Hanaho plane. We need a Hanaho plane now. Do we do a Hanaho ship? We have a ship over here. I know one of the other plane spotter channels started doing ship channel. It started doing boat live streams. So maybe. Nah, they'll say I copied them again. And just for the record, I've never copied anything they've done. They just like to say I did. So, hey, you know, whatever. Hi. There's nothing coming. There's literally nothing coming in or out right now. Not even a Cessna. I don't even see a Cessna out here. Nothing against you Cessna guys, but I don't see anything. All right, we're gonna have to call it the Hanaho, our first Hanaho ship. Everybody say it with me. Hanaho. Oh, maybe we'll do a Hanaho tractor. How about that? We'll do a Hanaho tractor. Hanaho. This guy's out here working his ass off. We'll give him a Hanaho. If I had this job, I'd never get work done because I'd be too busy taking pictures of planes. So Hanaho tractor. Thanks everyone. It's been a lot of fun today. I like those midweek road trips. Maybe we'll do more of that in the near future. Now that we have 2 A380s coming in every day, maybe we'll do a little more of that. That was kind of fun. But thanks again. Thanks again to the mods. Thanks again to Mrs. Reverse Ops. And thanks again to all of you, the channel members, the channel subscribers, the lurkers who are just hanging out in the background, who just tune in. So I know that about 50% of the people watching now have not subscribed to the channel. So thanks to you as well. If you could, though, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't bite. I mean, Miss Rainbow Love bites, but everybody else is pretty cool. So we'll see you all next time. We're gonna flip you over right now to the 360 camera, and we're gonna let you watch me pack up in 360. So we'll see you all probably on Thursday. I have a scheduled show for Thursday, but with it being RIMPAC, you never know. So Thursday, definitely keep your subs open and all your bells and whistles and all that stuff going. We'll see you all next time. And don't forget, when you get over to the other channel, this is actually a separate channel, so if you'd like to subscribe over there and like that channel as well. We also have an ATC stream over there, so you can listen to the airport ATC over there. It's pretty handy, pretty useful. All right, we'll see you all later. Love you all. Aloha.